Welcome to Literary Insights. This is the summary of the book Your Money or Your Life, Vicki Robin. If you like this content, please consider subscribing and liking this video. Your Money or Your Life aims to achieve financial independence and transform your relationship with money. The book provides a practical 9-step program to gain control of your finances through reducing debt, cutting expenses, and increasing savings. The authors argue that the typical advice about managing money in separate compartments needs to be updated. We need an integrated approach that aligns our financial lives with our values and life purpose. The old model of working for one company for life, accumulating more stuff, and relying on institutions for security no longer works. People must rethink their relationship with money by questioning assumptions and old patterns. By gaining financial intelligence, integrity, and independence, they can have life fulfillment rather than accumulating more possessions. Financial intelligence means understanding your beliefs and emotions about money. It leads to getting out of debt and having emergency savings. Financial integrity means aligning your earning and spending with your values. Financial independence means having income from sources other than work to meet basic needs. The new financial roadmap provides freedom and flexibility through financial intelligence and independence. But it requires changing how you think and act with money. The key message is that life fulfillment comes from purpose and meaning, not excess material consumption. The book teaches tools for achieving financial independence without relying on jobs, pensions, or social security. By following the 9-step program, you can gain control of your finances, reduce dependence on jobs for worth and meaning, and lead a balanced life aligned with your purpose. The steps work for people of all income levels and backgrounds. The rewards come through consistent practice over time. While the steps seem time-consuming, people gain time by achieving clarity and control over their financial lives. The book provides a roadmap for sustainable living and financial integrity. By following it, you can gain freedom, purpose, and generosity. Many people suffer from high levels of stress, anxiety, depression, and health issues due to overwork, lack of work-life balance, and excess consumption. Surveys show people need more money to be happy even as incomes rise. But research shows accumulating more money and possessions does not significantly improve happiness. The dominant culture tells us happiness comes from acquiring more money, possessions, and status. But this fuels overconsumption, debt, environmental damage, and income inequality. It is not sustainable. We continue this cycle because we fail to recognize the long-term dangers, feel we have no choice, believe more is better, deny the problems, and see ourselves primarily as consumers. We need to question these assumptions. Transforming this will require examining the roots of materialism and our relationship to money, reevaluating how we earn and spend, and finding purpose beyond consumption. We must understand why we overconsume and choose more sustainable sources of meaning. Calculating your lifetime earnings and current net worth clarifies your financial past and present. This can eliminate shame and limiting beliefs, revealing your true earning and wealth potential. With self-compassion, you can gain freedom from excess and focus on what matters. Recognize the root causes of unconscious habits and the urge to find fulfillment through excess to break the cycle of accumulating clutter and disorganization. Acknowledge the many forms of chaos, from unfinished projects to meaningless busyness to excess hobbies. Make peace with your financial past. Gain freedom from surplus, opening space for what matters. Discrimination, objectively evaluating the truth without judgment, replaces recrimination or blaming yourself/others. The mantra, no shame, no blame, helps cultivate discrimination. Calculate lifetime earnings and net worth accurately, listing all income sources and assets/liabilities. This process can be empowering, revealing your true potential and ability to build wealth. Gaining awareness of the roots of overconsumption and clutter allows us to transform our behavior by reevaluating our relationship with money and choosing sustainable sources of meaning and purpose. We must understand why we accumulate excess and recognize its many forms. Evaluating your financial life objectively without self-blame leads to clarity, freedom, and empowerment. Overall, simplifying and focusing on what matters brings relief and well-being. Psychological, social, and cultural forces shape our perspectives on money. We need to examine these to gain insight into our behaviors and choices. This helps us have a healthier relationship with money. Common cultural fears around money include inflation, cost of living, recession, depression. We often take these personally even if not directly impacted. But not all prices have increased, and some goods cost less now. Growth has not brought happiness. The belief that more is better and growth is good creates prejudices about judging worth by material measures. This leads to an informal caste system and feelings of superiority or inferiority. Jason and Nedra show two common responses to this attitude. Neither understood money beyond cultural views. We are open to the culture's perspective. We have choice and personal responsibility. Money is best defined as a store of value we trade life energy for. Life energy is precious because limited and expresses life's meaning. How we spend it gives money meaning. Most have 349,763 hours left to spend, half on necessities. The rest for what matters. Financial independence is psychological freedom, not material wealth. It means having enough and being content. Achieving it requires understanding your relationship with money at a deeper level. Track how you spend life energy and money. Account for job-related costs like commuting, wardrobe, unhealthy habits from stress, ambitious expenses, and chores you do if not working. Calculate your actual hourly wage. This awareness helps detach from money and job's grip so you can control your life energy. The goal is awareness to make better choices. Use your life energy on what matters to you. Following these steps leads to financial independence and freedom. A couple initially struggled to do a joint monthly income tabulation. They decided to separate their finances to reduce tension and help their marriage. The husband thought this was a sensible solution. The wife found it threatening at first. However, the wife agreed to try separate accounts. She ended up gaining a sense of autonomy from controlling her funds. They found that separating accounts, but still discussing their finances, strengthened their relationship. They gained insight into each other's priorities and habits. While joint accounts suit some, separate accounts may be healthier for others. The key is open communication about finances, even with different versions. Some benefits of separate accounts. Autonomy and independence. Control your own money. Avoid power struggles over spending differences. Each person is responsible for their accounts. Learn better money management skills. Make your own financial choices and learn from the consequences. Compromise and understanding. Discussing money regularly leads to insight into each other's values and priorities. Trust. Demonstrating you can handle money responsibly builds trust in the relationship. Flexibility. Arrange funds in the way that suits each person best. One may want savings automatic, the other may prefer deciding each month. The key message is that while joint accounts are suitable for some couples, separating accounts can be a healthy choice, especially if there are tensions over money. The most important thing is maintaining open communication about your finances, priorities, and financial goals as a couple. Separate accounts provide autonomy, but together you gain valuable insight into each other. The 3 evaluation questions in Step 4 provide insights into your spending habits and whether they align with what gives you a sense of purpose and meaning. The questions are meant as an information-gathering exercise, not a means to criticize yourself. Adjusting your spending or goal to achieve 0 scores in all areas indicates you have committed enough and integrity between your values and actions. Did I receive fulfillment, satisfaction, and value in proportion to life energy spent? This helps determine if you are overspending or underspending in certain areas relative to the completion received. Is this expenditure of life energy in alignment with my values and life purpose? This ensures your actual spending matches your stated values and intent. Misalignment can indicate habits or pressures leading you away from your goal. Could part of this expenditure be redirected to better support my values and life purpose? This helps identify excess spending that could be turned into more meaningful ends. The 4 components of enough are: accountability, an internal yardstick for the fulfillment, a higher purpose beyond your desires. The responsibility to care for others. Achieving enough reduces excess and clutter in your life and the world. It leads to integrity, meaning, and synergy between your vision, values, and actions. The evaluation process is meant to provide information and awareness, not shame you. It helps align your life energy and resources with purpose and meaning. Estimating post-work expenses provides insights into the actual cost of a fulfilling life and is not about quitting your job. The summary reinforces the critical message that finding purpose and meaning requires aligning your time, money, and actions with your values and life purpose. Regular reflection and evaluation help achieve this alignment and integrity. Value your life energy, time and money, and don't waste it on unnecessary things. Live. Stop impressing others or overspending to meet social/emotional needs. Focus on experiences, not material goods. Only buy what you need and can afford. Avoid impulse purchases and recreational shopping. Develop inexpensive hobbies and entertainment. Cook more and eat out less. Repair and maintain items instead of replacing them frequently. Buy high-quality, multifunctional products that last. Buy generic or store-brand items. Reuse and recycle whenever possible. Share resources through borrowing, renting, trading skills, or favors. Community interdependence is efficient and environmentally friendly. Don't shop or watch shopping channels for entertainment. Only replace items when they are worn out or can no longer function. Using credit cards sparingly and living debt-free provides freedom and security. Do tasks yourself when possible to save money and gain valuable skills. But know when to hire an expert for difficult or time-consuming jobs. Watch for sales and buy items you need in advance. Anticipate your needs to avoid last-minute purchases at total price. Cultivate gratitude and contentment with what you have. Find meaning through relationships, experiences, and contributing value to others. True fulfillment comes from living with purpose and integrity. Our cultural definition of work as a job that earns an income leads to an unbalanced life. We spend so much time and energy on work that we fail to live the rest of life entirely. Many find traditional work unfulfilling but feel trapped in needing an income. Some realize they can work less by spending less. They discover work that is meaningful to them, like art, music, volunteering, or community service. Having a job is not the only way to contribute value to the world or gain a sense of purpose. There are many ways to lead a purposeful life outside of traditional work. Some choose a combination of traditional work and other fulfilling activities on their terms. They work part-time or seasonally at a job, then pursue other interests during their time off. This balance of work and leisure leads to greater well-being. Others find ways to earn income from meaningful activities, turning hobbies, skills, or causes they care about into work. Examples include artisans, counselors, nonprofit founders, and freelancers. They blend work, learning, and purpose. A few brave souls give up jobs to pursue a self-defined life purpose. They find ways to live and earn little or no money. Their purpose fuels them, and they contribute value in unconventional ways. This path is radical but eye-opening. In the end, each person must define their work and purpose. But we have more choices than we often realize. It takes time and courage to question cultural assumptions about work, income, and the good life. The rewards of balanced, purposeful living are outstanding. The key message is that we should expand our notion of work beyond traditional jobs. We can integrate purpose and passion into our lives in many ways, blending meaningful work, learning, service, and leisure on our terms. This leads to greater well-being, life satisfaction, and a sense of contributing value to the world. We have the freedom to choose our path. Our life energy is precious. How we choose to use it, at work and for the rest of our lives, determines how much we value it. If we work in ways that consume or waste our life energy, we do not love it thoroughly. We love our life energy if we live each hour with care and meaning, using our gifts. We have adopted contradictory views on work that diminish our life energy. We must develop our idea of work that honors our life energy. Key questions: do I love my life and use each hour carefully? Does my job waste my life? Do I get total value from my life energy? Does my work for me? We need to redefine work in a way that values our life energy, helps us develop our gifts, and provides meaning. Work and personal life should be integrated. Our real work is living fully. Jobs and careers should serve that purpose. Historically, people only worked a few hours a day to survive. The 40-hour workweek began with the Industrial Revolution. Unemployment during the Depression led to the notion that leisure is terrible. This mindset endures, with work as a right and leisure suspect. The push for growth, full employment, and consumption led to overwork and less leisure. Some movements now advocate balance and less overwork. As communities have declined, work provides meaning. But overvaluing work and undervaluing relationships and leisure leads to overwork, stress, and life imbalance. Work is appealing partly because home life is stressful. Powerful cultural forces promote overwork. We have unrealistic expectations that the right job will fulfill us. We confuse our being with our work. The Industrial Revolution overemphasized work. Many people are unhappy in their careers. Work has many purposes beyond money, but jobs mainly provide income. We must redefine work broadly and not expect jobs alone to provide meaning. Redefining work gives us more control and choices. It allows us to reconnect fragmented parts of life and pursue a purposeful career. For some, this means less money for better balance and meaning. Redefining work values unpaid work like relationships and honors life as a flow rather than compartments. It enhances retirement by allowing the continued purposeful activity. Redefining work holistically leads to greater well-being and life satisfaction. It helps us value all paid or unpaid activities that make up a meaningful life. Achieving financial independence means reaching the crossover point, where your passive investment income covers your expenses. This allows you to quit your job if desired and have more freedom and choice. To achieve financial independence, you need a clear purpose and intention, a willingness to work, an awareness of opportunities and obstacles, and the ability to recognize your success. You must value your limited life energy and time, and maximize your income to gain freedom. After achieving FI, you have flexibility in how you spend your time. Some options include: you are quitting your job to focus on hobbies, travel, volunteering at an enjoyable job but on your terms and, for example, working part-time or starting your own business. I am returning to school to learn new skills and work in a meaningful field. You can do this work independently without worrying about pay. You are using your free time to have a more significant impact through volunteer work, community service, writing, mentoring, etc. The key benefit of FI is gaining more freedom and choice in spending your limited time and energy. You can focus on purposeful and meaningful pursuits without worrying about money. But the path to get there requires diligent work and sacrifice. Examples show people achieving FI through saving, investing, and reducing expenses. They can leave unsatisfying jobs, travel, spend time with family, volunteer, and work on their terms. The common thread is using FI to lead a life of purpose and impact. Financial independence allows you to break free from the traditional model of trading time for money. You can instead choose to spend your time in ways that are meaningful to you and aligned with your values and purpose. The key is diligently working toward FI to achieve this freedom and flexibility. At that point, the options open for crafting a life of purpose. Reaching financial independence requires diligent saving and investing over time. The path is simple but does require knowledge, discipline, and patience. The two prerequisites are reducing expenses below your income and investing the difference for the long run. How quickly you reach FI depends on your savings rate, fees, and investment returns. Understanding some basics about investing helps overcome fear and gain confidence. Fundamental principles are: start early, keep fees low, diversify investments, and stay invested for the long run. The three pillars of financial independence have capital that produces income, an emergency fund as a cushion, and additional accessible savings. U.S. Treasury bonds and mutual funds are two options for generating revenue from capital. Treasury bonds provide shallow risk but relatively low returns. They offer stable income but limited growth potential. Mutual funds and index funds give more opportunities for solid returns through diversification but also more risk. A good approach is to use various investment options based on your needs and risk tolerance. Treasury bonds and mutual funds can work well together. Choose investments with low fees and compatible with a long-term buy and hold strategy. Stay invested and avoid reacting to market ups and downs. Stay focused on your financial independence goals. Periodically rebalance investments based on changes in your situation but avoid frequent changes. Once you achieve financial independence, managing money for income generation and navigating market fluctuations becomes more critical. But the basics remain the same. Keep expenses in check, maintain an emergency fund, stay diversified, keep fees low, and stay invested for the long run. After achieving financial independence, many options exist for finding purpose and meaning in life. Explore your interests and passions. Consider voluntary or part-time work, hobbies, travel, volunteering, or other pursuits that motivate and energize you. Financial independence is achievable for most people with diligent saving and prudent investing over time. But it's a journey that requires knowledge, discipline, patience, flexibility, and openness to life's changes and opportunities. Understanding the fundamental principles and options allows you to find confidence and purpose for your financial independence quest. Several psychological, social, and economic factors drive excessive materialism and overconsumption. Fear of inflation, recession, and future financial insecurity motivates people to accumulate excess money and possessions to hedge against economic risks. Greed, envy, and the constant desire for more act as market forces, fueling corporate and commercial pressures to grow sales and profits through encouraging lavish spending. A pervasive sense of lack or scarcity, the feeling of not having enough, leads people to continually want more, hoping to feel satisfied and secure eventually. The policies and actions of institutions like the Federal Reserve significantly impact the economy and people's financial situations. Changes to interest rates, for example, can drive increased borrowing and spending or economic conservatism. Our beliefs and assumptions about money drive our financial behaviors and decisions. Beliefs that equate money with security, status, or self-worth fuel excessive materialism and status-seeking spending. Challenging these beliefs can help moderate consumption. Financial consultants and planners aim to help people create financial plans, manage investments, pay off debt, and achieve long-term financial goals like financial independence. Their guidance and advice influence people's financial behaviors and levels of consumption. Financial independence means having income from investments and other assets that exceed your expenses, so you have enough money to live without requiring a job. Achieving FA usually requires reducing excess consumption and moderating spending over time through conscious budgeting and saving. Psychological, social, and economic factors contribute to the culture of overconsumption and excessive materialism. Gaining awareness of these influences, reevaluating financial beliefs and goals, and consciously planning to reduce excess spending are steps that can help achieve balance and financial independence. Moderating consumption is better for well-being, the environment, and personal freedom. Expenses provide freedom of choice in how one spends one's money. Tracking expenses and keeping good financial records show financial integrity. Knowledge and skills to manage money effectively demonstrate financial intelligence. Budgeting, saving, and controlling money and accounts reflect financial management. A plan to achieve financial goals provides a financial roadmap. New focuses on purpose and enough, old on accumulation and more. Fixed assets are tangible items used in business like equipment and property. Food costs are affected by inflation, a significant expense with many subcategories. Frugality avoids waste and finds freedom when income is limited. Leads to enjoying simple pleasures. Fulfillment comes from meaningful acts, relationships, and purpose, not material gain. Follow passions and values. Full employment provides jobs for all willing and able to work. An economic goal. Gifts include charitable donations and giving to others. An expense category. Gleaning gathers leftover crops for free food. Green consumption buys environmentally friendly and sustainable products and services. GDP measures a nation's economy, the total market value of goods and services produced in a country per year. Growth usually means economic growth measured by GDP. Unsustainable endless material growth. Guilt, used in ads, stimulates consumption. A market driving force. Happiness arises from meaningful acts, close relationships, and purpose, not material possessions. Hobbies are leisure activities for pleasure or enjoyment. An expense category. Standard full-time hours. Workweek hours have decreased with productivity increases. Housing costs include rent/mortgage, utilities, taxes, maintenance, improvements, etc. Shelter costs money.